All right, today we're going to look at 5 incredible AI tools that are not science fiction. No, these are here right now, changing how we do healthcare. So let's just dive right in.
I mean, think about that for a second. It's a really powerful question. And the crazy thing is, it's not hypothetical anymore. This idea, this ability to see into the future, medically speaking, that's the thread that ties all of these breakthroughs together. It's all about getting out in front of the problem before it even starts.
Okay, so our first stop is in one of the toughest fields in all of medicine, cancer care. And what we're seeing here is AI acting almost like a super vigilant watchdog, spotting dangers that are basically invisible until it's way too late.
So, what's one of these hidden dangers? Well, it's a condition called wasting syndrome, and it is just as bad as it sounds. It's this devastating complication for cancer patients. They experience severe weight and muscle loss, which, as you can imagine, makes it so much harder for their bodies to actually fight the cancer.
Look at that number, 20%. That's not a small figure. 1 in 5 cancer-related deaths are linked to this syndrome. So you can see why predicting this isn't just, nice to have. It's absolutely potentially life-saving.
So the big question is, how does the AI actually do this? Well, it's a pretty straightforward 3-step process. First, it just pores over a patient's CT scans, and it's looking for these super subtle signs of muscle loss that a person might just miss. Then it pulls in all the other data. We're talking lab results, doctor's notes, the whole shebang. And finally, it crunches all of that together to flag patients who are at high risk. And get this, it's doing it with up to 85% accuracy. That's huge.
And that's the whole point, right? This is the end goal. Because if you can catch these signs early, doctors can jump in way sooner with things like nutritional support or physical therapy. And all of that helps slow down the muscle loss. And really, it just gives patients a much, much better quality of life while they're going through treatment.
Okay, for our second breakthrough, we're actually sticking with cancer care. And this then versus now comparison for prostate cancer patients, wow, it really shows you the power of being proactive with AI. It used to be that kidney damage from therapy was only caught after the damage was already done. But now, thanks to AI, we're shifting from being reactive to being totally proactive.
And the way it works is it's kind of beautifully simple. The AI looks at CT scans and measures these tiny, tiny changes in the kidney's volume over time. That change in volume, that becomes an early warning sign, a biomarker that tells doctors, hey, we need to adjust treatment now before any real damage happens. So this idea of proactive care, it leads us perfectly into our next couple of breakthroughs, which are all about creating truly personalized solutions. Our third tool really highlights how AI can be customized for very specific groups of patients with unique needs. And we're going to start with maternal health. Okay, to get this next one, we need a quick definition. Left ventricular ejection fraction. I know, it sounds super complex, but it's really just a score for how well your heart is pumping blood. If that score dips below 50%, it can be a red flag for a weak heart muscle, and that's a huge risk factor for women, especially during the physical stress of pregnancy. Well, check this out. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic have built AI tools that can spot this with just incredible accuracy. That AUC score you're seeing, that's a performance metric. A perfect score is 1.0. So getting a 0.94 or a 0.98, that is ridiculously good. It means these non-invasive tools can screen for these heart issues really effectively, maybe even before a woman gets pregnant. So what does this all mean? It means we have a crucial early warning system. Finding these hidden conditions allows for so much better management and care, which directly lowers the risks that come with pregnancy and, just improves the health of mothers. It's a huge deal. Now, our fourth breakthrough also helps expectant mothers, but it's tackling a very different kind of challenge. Just listen to the tone of this quote. It comes from an AI chatbot designed for pregnant women dealing with opioid use disorder. See how it's not bossy or directive? It's all about empathy, collaboration, and empowerment. So this chatbot, it's powered by advanced GPT-4, and it uses this really cool technique called motivational interviewing. The whole goal is to help users feel like they are in the driver's seat of their own recovery. It creates this safe, non-judgmental space where these women can get accurate information and support when they are at their most vulnerable. All right, for our fifth and final innovation, we're making a big leap into the world of diagnostics. And in diagnostics, speed and accuracy, well, they can change absolutely everything. I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day. Diagnosing arthritis used to be this slow, expensive, invasive process that could take weeks. But now, researchers in Korea have developed an AI-powered test that gives you precise results from a simple fluid sample in, get this, 10 minutes. And it's not just about speed, it's also incredibly reliable. In the trials, this test hit over 94% accuracy for just diagnosing arthritis. But the part that really blew my mind is that it could also predict the severity of the arthritis with 95% accuracy. That is amazing.
This is a complete game changer. I mean, for the millions and millions of people who suffer from arthritis, getting this kind of fast and precise information means their doctors can make way better treatment decisions much, much earlier. And that could potentially slow down the whole progression of the disease.
Okay, so as we start to wrap this up, let's kind of zoom out for a second and connect the dots. What do all 5 of these things really tell us about where medicine is headed?
You know, the common thread here is actually crystal clear. This isn't about AI replacing doctors, not at all. It's about giving doctors superpowers. It's about having the predictive power to catch diseases before they get bad. It's about personalized care that's tailored to you. It's about incredible speed and access to information. And at the end of the day, it's about empowering all of us, the patients, to be more in control of our own health journeys. And that really leaves us with one final thought. As these amazing AI tools get more and more woven into our healthcare, as they become real partners in our health, what do you think their most important job is going to be? Is it the prediction, the personalization, or maybe the empowerment? It's definitely something to chew on. Thanks so much for joining me.